If it's a king, it should kill everyone, no? It cannot, right? See the size. What's the size of an elephant? Elephant, elephant, if just kicks one on lion, lion is gone. It doesn't do. That's secondary, right? You will not see anywhere elephant fighting with lion. That's secondary. But if there is a fight, just see it's the size of the lion and the size of the elephant where it is. Just if it goes and sits on elephant, I mean, if elephant goes and sits on lion, lion is gone. Okay, now tell me, if there is a fight between lion and elephant, who wins the race? Come on, tell me.
Elephant.
Elephant. Yes? Are you all
Maybe
with me?
lion, maybe lion because it is in nature to hunt, and elephants, they are not harmful. They tend to survive, not attack.
See, I'm asking you a question where this is a lion. Okay, see the lion. This is lion, okay? You see the size of the lion and elephant. See the size. See the size. Do you think lion can literally go and kill elephant? Is it possible by seeing the image?
No, one cannot. But they are,
Maybe
if they
group.
are in,
Yeah,
yeah,
if you
group.
see group like this, a group of things, you
Yep.
can see it, okay? Now,
Just
the question to you. Lion is not the smartest in the jungle. Lion is not biggest in the jungle. And lion is not the fastest in the jungle, right? The fastest running animal is cheetah, right? It's not even the smartest and it's not even the biggest. The biggest is elephant. And you know what? You know what? Lion sleeping time 20 hours. 24 hours is a day time and 20 hours it sleeps. It is also considered as lazy. It is also considered as lazy. So just listen. Lion sleeps for 20 hours. It is not the smartest in the jungle. It is not biggest in the jungle. It can't even run fastest in jungle because cheetah is there. And we're talking about cheetah yesterday as well. Now tell me, why still lion is king?
because of its attitude.
It's not fastest, it's not smartest, it's not biggest, but how can it be king of jungle? How it can be king of jungle? What is the
The
reason
moment
that why lion is king of jungle?
Might be because of its commitment thing. If it wants anything, he will do anything, or he waits for some time.
No. So no one does knows the answer for this.
it is good at its skill handling,
It does not show any fear to other animals.
Okay. You can do a research about lion. Okay. It will not win always. Okay. If there is a fight between elephant and lion, lion loses. Okay. And even sometimes tiger also has the power to overcome lion. But you know why still lion has been considered as a king of jungle? Because of its fearless attitude. Knowing that it is still going to lose, still it will go and face the elephant. There is no other animal has the fear to face elephant except lion. That's why it's having that fearless attitude. It may lose, doesn't matter. It will lose. Definitely it will lose. Right? If there is a fight between elephant and lion, lion will lose. But still, knowing that it will lose, and still it will go and face it. That's the fearless attitude. If you want to achieve something in life, be a lion. It's fine. You go, you lose, it's fine. You go and stand there. That is needed. There are a lot of other animals who never even come near elephant because of that fear. But lion, knowing that it will lose because of that attitude, and that's why we call it as king of jungle. Okay. Now, in the last class, we were talking about introduction to SQL and why SQL is important. I've given you two examples. One is OLAP and one is OLTP. So OLAP is doing some analysis. It's like your Netflix, where you go watch movies, and after a week they start recommending you some movies. That's what we have seen. And another one, I've told you very a clear explanation about that is OLTP is your ATM transaction. By the time you put your card, you put your amount, you put your pin, and even just before your amount comes in, you'll have a message in your phone. That's how fast it is. So that is nothing but OLTP. So two type of transactions that we have seen. That's why you have SQL is important, because there is no other technology in the world which can give the results as fast as your SQL. So OLTP and OLAP are the two main way of transactions. And you know what? SQL can be used for both. Okay. Now, we are here to learn about language. We are here to learn about language. For learning this language, you need a database. You need a database. Okay. And now, these are all the databases, the most commonly used databases in the market. Okay. So why you have different brands? Very simple. You have a pen drive. For this pen drive, you have Sony, you have SanDisk, maybe you have Samsung, right? You have many brands, but all are doing the same work. It is going and storing your, it is going and storing your data, right? But it is having different brands. Similarly, there are a lot of databases in the market. What is databases? Databases is a system, a physical server where you can go and store the data. So we have SQL Server, we have Postgres, we have IBM, we have DB2, we have MySQL, and we have Oracle. Now, in this particular course, we are going to learn MySQL. The reason why we learn MySQL is because of the dolphin symbol. Among all the other symbols, dolphin symbol is good. That's why we are going to learn MySQL. Is this justifiable?
No.
No. So we need to find out why are we learning MySQL. Okay. And again, I'm telling you, the expectations from this course is you will have to master language, not the tool. Because tomorrow I will be teaching one database. Tomorrow you will go to Google, they'll use one database. You'll go to Amazon, they'll use one database, and you'll go to Microsoft, they'll use one database. So database will be different database. But what you are doing here is learning the language. Now that's a preference that we will be giving here. So here we will be focusing on any one database. If you ask me to teach in Oracle also, I can do it. But the problem is you'll have a lot of issues in installation and a lot of things you will have to configure. Your laptop will not support. All of this will comes. But MySQL comes with a free version, as well as they've given you a basic version. Without much efforts, you can install it. So let's learn with one database. And not only this is a reason, we also see that MySQL is extensively used because you see the right side of all the companies, all these companies are using MySQL, and it is open source. Anyone can go and install. It is also a cross platform. When I say cross platform, you can install it in your Windows machine, Ubuntu machine, Mac machine, any machine, you can go and install it. Okay. So with all these features, we will be working with MySQL. So please be informed. SQL is a language. MySQL is a database. Okay, SQL is a language, MySQL is a database. Similarly, IBM is a database, DB2 is a database, Oracle is a database, Postgres is a database, SQL Server is a database. In order to communicate to any one of this database, you need to know one language, and that language is going to be SQL, right? Now, with this, let's go and download it. Okay, so we are going to download this. By end of this course, you will be doing everything in cloud. Okay, but if you want to enjoy the fruitfulness of cloud, I want you to struggle now. I want you to struggle with on-prem. Now this is an on-prem tool. That means I'm going to manage a database on my personal machine, right? So if you want to learn cloud effectively, I want you to first understand what is the problems that you may get while focusing on your on-prem. So let's go and install this database in our system, and everyone has to do it. Every single person has to do it today. Tomorrow, before you come to the class, this has to be installed in your machine. And you guys are very lazy. You don't have patience to go and research. So what I will do, I have given you one document. Now this document will tell you right from what you need to search in Google. That also I will given you. Every single step is been screenshotted for you for installing the software. Okay, installing the software. Every single person has to do this. We have given you step by step installation steps, how you have to install your software, what you have to go and search in Google, what you have to click, what you will have to go for the next steps. Everything I have mentioned here. So it's a responsibility to install it before you come to the next class, because after today, don't expect any theory class. Don't expect theory class. Actually, I'm literally happy because I hate theory classes, right? Right from the day one, I've been, it's almost fourth day, right? Today's Thursday. Monday we started. Monday theory, Tuesday theory, Wednesday theory, and today also it's theory. So I'm literally happy because out of your 100 days, your 4 days is gone, 96 days is pending, and all the 96 days is going to be practicals, right? Going forward, we will be writing all the practical code, everything. So personally, I'm happy. Anyway, let's come for the installation. You see here, I'll go and search MySQL download for Windows. You'll get the first link. Download MySQL installer. Click this. You'll get this. You'll get two versions. One is 2.4 MB, one is 330 MB. So maybe you may see a different version because I have installed in 2023. And now we are in 2025, so you may see a different version. You may see 8.3.6, 8.3.7. It's fine. Whichever is the latest version, go for it. Now the two type of softwares that you can download. So one is a web-based, one is a software-based. For example, your Instagram. Instagram, you can open it in your browser only, mobile browser only. The same way, Instagram can be downloaded as an app itself, right? So that's a difference. Now, I don't want you to use this because it's a web-based, and I want you to install this software, the complete software. Okay, so a basic software with the i3 or i5 configuration should be good enough. Make sure that minimum you have 16 GB RAM and above, and make sure you have proper space. Okay, so this is a basic requirement for installing MySQL. If you have purchased your laptop in the last 8 to 9 years, you should be not facing any issue. You can go and use this, no problem. Okay, so let's download this. So once I download this, you can see that just go and give no thanks, just start my download, because it will ask you to log in. All this login is not required because they'll keep on sending some updates, promotions and all. So don't do everything. I'm interested only in the software. So just go and click no thanks, just start my download, and automatically this is a file that gets downloaded, MySQL installer community version. And again, I'm telling, my database version was 8.0.34, but you have a different version. Now next, I will create one folder, MySQL, and this is the best practice I follow. Whenever I'm installing some softwares, I create one folder in my drive and I go and dump it there. That's what I do. It's a best practice. So I'll go and create one folder called MySQL, and I will copy that installer file from the downloads to this folder. And now it's all about installation. That's all. I've downloaded exe file and I've stored it in this particular folder. Now I'll go and double click. If I go and double click, the installation will start. This is the installation steps. Okay, very easy. Just go and click next, 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 next. You will install it. So double click this and you'll be able to see this. The installation is getting started. Every single step I've taken a screenshot for you to make your work easier. Double click it. Now you will have to choose this. Okay, And in this, you will have to choose what type of database you want. You are not going to build a database for Amazon. You're not going to build a database for Microsoft. You're not going to build a database for Google. So don't go with all these first three options. The first three options will utilize your lot of space and memory from your laptop, and something happens to your laptop is hanging, your laptop is slow, your laptop is not working, your laptop has achieved a blue screen, please don't come to me. Okay, that is the reason I'm telling you we are here to learn only the language. Let's keep it simple. Let's go and click custom. Let's go and click custom. Custom means I will use it for what I need. That's it. So we are not here to build a complete end-to-end project only in SQL. So ignore that. Anyway, what I've been telling you is in future we'll be using cloud. In future you will be using cloud. Here for a practice purpose, I need something to practice, right? See, when you are going to buy a new car, right? When you're going to buy a new car like Audi car or a BMW car, directly you're not going to buy that car and practice, right? So first what you're going to do, you are if you're directly going and buying a new car, what will happen? It's you're taking risk. So what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to practice in some normal basic car. Then we will go and do it we'll go and learn BMW. That's what we are learning now, right? We'll install some basic version database. We'll practice and then we'll focus on the original database. So let's go with custom. Just go with custom. And once you go with custom, you'll be shown this type of products. Now expand all this. There is a plus button here. Plus button, plus button, plus button. Expand this. And inside that also there is one plus button. Expand all this. And this also I've expanded. This also I've expanded. After expanding all the 4 components, you take MySQL Server and you take MySQL Workbench and you take MySQL Router and you take MySQL Shell. So these are the 4 products I need. So one is for database, one is for the place where I'm going to write the code, which is going to be Workbench, and other 2 are connectors. Okay, this 4 should be there. So nothing, you just expand this. Expand this, you'll have different versions. Take one version. Again, in the application, you'll see the Workbench. Drag it. If you click this and if you click this arrow mark, automatically that will go to the right side. Okay, so this is what you need to do. Do it. All 4 components has to be dragged into the right side and then go for next and then go for next. Okay, then go for execute. Now, what is happening? In order to install these 4 components which you have selected on the previous screen, in order to install this, there are some prerequisites. That means there should be some other softwares that should be available in your system. Okay, in order to install your MySQL, there are small software and patches that you need to have in your system. For example, in order to install this MySQL Server Workbench Router, there is something which I need, Microsoft Visual C++ 2019, something you need. Now don't go to a Google again, download and commit. No, it is only telling what is required. So before installing this installer, it will ask you to install this one. So Microsoft Visual C++, some patch small softwares is not there in my system, so it is asking. So you can go and install this. Okay. So in your system, it may be there. In your system, it may be there. If it is maybe there, this step will not come. If instead of this, there could be any other software which comes in, like a Microsoft Visual Studio, some editor, anything will come. Just install it. Okay. Now this one is not my intention. My intention was to install MySQL. But it was clearly showing, boss, if I want to install these products, we need some small softwares that is not present in your machine. So let me do one thing. Let me install that first. After that, we'll come to your MySQL installation. That is what it is telling. And that's why when I go and click execute, this software is not present in my system. Microsoft Visual C++ 2015, 2019 redistribute something is not there. So I'll agree to the license. I'll install this. Now I'm installing. Now this is the additional small patch software which I have to install it before installing MySQL. Then I'll install this. Then I will set up this. Now I'll close it. Now I'll continue. This requirement is fulfilled. Now I'll go and click next. Now if you see, all this is ready to install. SQL Server, then Workbench, then router, then shell, everything will get installed. So please click execute. And once you get executed, it will keep on starting the installation. This is a bit more step, I would say, that lengthy step. It takes around 5 to 10 minutes for installing all these 4 components. Then once it is done, once this 2 is done, once this 3 is done, once this 4 is done, once all this 4 is done, then again this execute button will be enabled for you after this is also complete. And then after this 4 is complete, go and click execute. And if you give execute, you'll be able to go to the next step, that is product configuration. And again in the product configuration, please go and click next. And then don't do any changes. Let it be the development computer. Let it be everything. No change, no change, no change. Go and click next. And just go and click next. And give one password. Okay, give one password. This is not like your WhatsApp or this is not like Instagram. So please keep some simple password. This is your own personal machine. For logging into your personal machine, for logging into your database, you need some small password. Then again, tomorrow, don't come to me and say that I forgot my password. I kept a complex passwords, how to reset on all. Don't ask all this. Keep it very simple. Keep just like admin 1 2 3 4 5, something you keep it simple. No restrictions. Keep any password. Then after you give both, come for next and don't click anything. Just go for next. Don't click anything. Just go for next. Don't click anything. Just go for next. See the option what I've done. So same options you can go and click next. Don't do any changes. Go and click execute. And once you start executing, all the steps are getting the green, and we will have to wait for all the 8 steps. Now, when all the 8 steps is completed, your configurations for MySQL Server 8.0.34 was successful. Click finish to continue, finish it. Now, again, the last step, product configuration, go and click next. Who is that? Yeah, writing something here. Please don't write anything. Disable annotation for others. Okay. So go for next. Once you go for next, you'll be able to go here. Don't do anything, just go for finish. And you can see that the final installation is complete. Let's go for next. And it says that installation complete. Now you finally go and finish it. That's it. Now, once you finish it, a small pop-up window will come like a black screen, and you just immediately close it. And you can see, welcome to MySQL Workbench. This is exactly what you see after your installation. This is a place where you will go and write your SQL code. This is a place where you'll go and write a SQL code. Okay. Now, after installing, after you install this, if you click this, this is the highest version. After you install this, now it will install Workbench. In the Workbench, you have a server. So two things will be downloaded. One will be MySQL server and one will be MySQL database, which is nothing but Workbench. So two things will come. What is Workbench? Workbench is a place where you will go and write the code. You need some editor, right? You need some editor. So in order to have some editor where I can go and write a code, you will have a Workbench. So Workbench, two things will be downloaded in the software. One is MySQL server and one is MySQL Workbench. Now this is an actual server, database server. In order to write the code, you need some editor. So let me go and write through Workbench. That's what it is. So Workbench is a unified visual tool where it provides data modeling, SQL development, configuration, everything. And MySQL Workbench is available on Windows, Linux, Mac OS, everything. Now, once you open this, this is exactly what you see as a Workbench. And this is a place you will go and write your SQL code. Right, this is where you'll be writing the SQL code in the SQL Visual Editor. This is where you'll write the code and it will go to the server, and server is also installed in your machine only. That's why we are calling it as on-prem. So here, whatever the code you write, directly it will go to the server. It will fetch the results and get it. Now, once you open the MySQL Workbench, this is exactly what you have to see. Okay, after this class, we will be sharing this documentation of installing MySQL step-by-step process. And I want everyone to install this before coming to the next class, because from tomorrow onwards, we are going to have everything practicals. Okay, now you see here, this is where you'll be writing SQL editor, right? Where you'll be writing code. So let's go and open Workbench. After you installed, you go to your search and you go and search MySQL. So if you see, there is a software which has installed, the dolphin symbol which you see, right? So this is the one which we have installed now. Directly you can open your Workbench. Directly open your Workbench. So let me open my Workbench. So this is a Workbench, it will open. Okay, so this is a Workbench, it will open. Now, when the Workbench is open like this, it will say welcome to the Workbench, and you will have to click this small box. Now, this is a box that you have created as a server. So click this. It will ask you the password. It will ask you the password. This is a password which you have given while installing. While installing 5 minutes back, when you're seeing the step-by-step process, we gave something called password, and I also told you to keep it simple password, right? The same way, just try to give some simple password and log in with the same password. And once you log in with the same password, now this is exactly what you see, MySQL Workbench. Now this is where we'll be writing all the code. This is where we'll be writing all the code. This is exactly what I've shown you here. This is exactly what I've shown you here. If you see, this is how it looks like. If you go and see here, this is how it looks like. Okay. Now there is one space here, here. Now this is where you will be writing the code. Okay. So this is where you will be writing the code. This is called editor. This is called editor, the SQL editor. This is where you will have to write the code. The moment you write the code, you're going asking something. What is SQL? It's a language. You're going asking server, what happened yesterday? What happened today? What happened last year? What happened in 2015? So you go and ask something. It has to give you a response. So you're going asking something, and immediately next in the below result grid, it will show you the results. It will go and show you the results. Okay, it will go and show you the results. For example, what I am going to tell you is, if you go and write select from, let's say I'm writing some code here, and if I run this, you will be getting the results in the result tab. This is exactly what we call result tab. So in the result, you can see all the information that is stored in the table format. Now, what is this? We will see later. That is what we are going to learn as part of this course. Every single code we are going to explore, but this is what you'll get the results. So you ask something to the database, it will give you the results, and the results you will be getting is in the query results. Okay, so when you go and write the code in SQL editor, and immediately you will get the results. And what are the commands that you have executed will be shown in the history tab. Will be shown in the history tab like this. Like I have run select star from card data, which gives you 301 records. I've executed at 831, right? This is called history tab. So I hope you are clear with this. I hope you are clear with this. I hope you are clear with this. Okay. So this is where you write the code. This is where you get the results. And this is where you see the history commands. Okay. And there is one more component added here, which is called help command. Suppose if you want to know some syntax, okay, how to insert a record, how to delete a record, how to see the record. So for that, they've given some help command. And you know what? Ideally, you don't need this. You don't need this. The reason, I am going to be your help command. If you have any questions, you need to ask me, not the system, right? So don't use this help command. You can simply close this. So what I'm going to do, this part I don't need. So this part, right, the corner part, this part I don't need. So I'll go and click this, the last button, and that is disappeared. Now I don't need it. Now I don't want help command. If you really want to ask something, you go and ask in Google, you go and ask in ChatGPT, but not here. The reason, it's utilizing a lot of space here, and I'm not happy with this. It's an old way of documenting it. I've never explored all this. So if you go and see here how to select, I've written some select. So what does a select do? what is the insert to, what is the update to, all the syntax and all is something which we don't want to use it. I'll be your help command, so don't use it. Just go and exclude that. So you'll get a good space to write your code. So we'll write the code, we will see the results. We'll write the code here, we'll see the results, and we'll see the history commands. Okay, so that's what I said. This help command is not required. Suppose if you really want to ask Google, go and ask Google, not here, because this is very old version of documentation. Okay, so everything we have done. And finally, we have one thing which is called object browser. So object browser means what are the tables available, what are the database available, all of this we'll be seeing here, which is called object browser. Slowly you'll get used to it. So this is what is a complete editor where you'll be writing the code. And now that's all. I'm very happy because your practicals will start. Now, this is where we will be writing our code. Okay. Now, what we can do, we will have to store some information now. What we will have to do, we will have to store some information. Okay. Now, what we will do, let's start practicals. Let's start practicals. Okay. In our practicals, let's try to understand what is the data that we are going to store. Let's all work with Amazon table. Let's work with Amazon table. The reason why I'm taking Amazon, everyone has used at least once Amazon portal. Maybe you would have used it for ordering something, or you would have seen, you would have watched some movies, something would have done it, right? So let's take Amazon as one use case. Now, I'll show you one table. See, all the data is going to be stored in the table format. Okay. Now, I'll show you one table format. Now, observe carefully. This is a table. Customer ID, customer name, customer phone number, customer age, customer location, product, price, quantities, and sales. Now, I am a person who is a customer ID 1. My name is Santosh. My phone number is this. My age is 30, and this is my location. I have purchased headphones, which is a worth of 3,500, and I have purchased 2 headphones, so total of 7,000. The same Santosh, same phone number, same age, same location. Now I purchase iPhone, which is of 90,000. I purchase one quantity, and that's why it's 90,000. Now same Santosh, same phone number, same age, same customer location. I purchase a smartwatch, which is of 2,500. I purchase two quantities. So totally I've spent about 5,000. Now Karthik. Karthik is the same different person who is from Chennai, who is from 32. He has purchased headphones, and even he has purchased for 3,500. He has purchased two, and now it is 7,000. Now, there is a one product called power bank. No one has purchased. There is one product called power bank. The power bank no one has purchased. Surprising. No one has purchased power bank. So we don't have customer ID. We don't have customer name. We don't have customer phone number. We have customer age. We don't have customer age. We don't have location. We don't have quantities. We don't have sales. So there is a two products that we have, which is a water bottle, which is of worth of 999, and there is a power bank, which is worth of 3,000. No one has purchased this. What I can do, right? There could be products which people are not interested. That's fine, right? Now, let's talk about another person called Kiran. Let's talk about another person called Kiran. Now, Kiran, he has an Amazon account, but he's not buying. I cannot force him. Even I am telling you, I am using Amazon only for watching movies, but I never purchase. I have never purchased anything in Amazon. I don't like it. It's fine. It's your wish, right? So there are some products people will not buy also, and there are some customers also people will not buy. It's up to you. It's up to you. You have money, you buy it. If you don't have money, you don't buy it. Who's going to ask you, right? Now this is a table. In the table, I have stored customer information, I have stored the product information, and I have also stored what they have purchased. Now tell me, does this table look good? Does it,
No.
do you see
No.
that this table is looking good?
No. No. No.
This table is actually like this. Where is that? Uh, This table is like this, unorganized. The table which I created now, this is unorganized. Why it is unorganized? What you have done here? Everything you dumped into the same table. Customer record also you dumped in the same table. Product data also you dumped in the same table. See, Santosh has purchased 4 products. Why you keep on saying Santosh age is 30, 30, 30, 30. Santosh location is Bangalore, 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 Bangalore. Santosh phone number is this same number. Why you are giving 4 times? What? Why this duplication is required, yeah? I know it's Santosh who has purchased. Why you have to give his details for all the 4 rows? Not required. You tell him what product he has purchased. I'm happy. What is the need of giving all of this? That's what is my first question. The second question, if you have not purchased or if the product is not purchased, why have you given us blank? I know this product, power bank, no one has purchased. Why you literally need a blank? The design. Now, I know Kiran has not purchased. Arey, fine, yaar. If you have not purchased, why are you including him? Who asked you? Again, water bottle. People have not purchased. Now, if you go and observe here, there is lot of blank values and everything you have dumped into all tables. That is all the information you have dumped into one table. This is actually a bad design. This is actually a bad design. I would never prefer to do this. Everything dumping into one table can actually create a problem for you. The data is inconsistent. Some of the records are duplicated. Just because that I have purchased four products, that doesn't mean that you display my details 4 times. Just because that you have not purchased something, why it is blank here, and just because there is a customer who has not purchased, again, why is a blank here? So all this creates a confusion, right? Now, to overcome this, we will go with good design. In the good design, what I've done, in the green table, I have stored only the customer information. In the green table, I've stored only the customer information. What is customer information? In this, if you see, customer ID, customer name, customer phone number, customer age, and customer location, this is actually the only customer details. Now only that I will go and put it into a one table which is called customer table. And in this, if you see, let Santosh purchase 100 products, let Kiran purchase 1,000 products, let Karthik purchase 1 lakh products. How many products let them purchase, but their record will be present only one time. In customer table, you will see a customer entering into the table only one time. Once you get registered into this particular website, your record will be captured. So what is your customer name? What is your ID? What is your name? What is your phone number? What is your age? What is your location? And you have it. So you will never see a duplicate like this. So the first objective is I've eliminated the duplicates. That's what I'm saying. Even if you buy 100 products, even if you buy 1,000 products, you will be coming as only once. You'll be coming as only once. Okay. Now, this is actually a product information. What are the products that is available in your Amazon? So that means what are the products available? Why have you clubbed with customers? Some customers may not buy products, or some products may not have been purchased by any customers. Why you have in two information? Why you have two informations on the same table? So what I've done, I have brought the product into a separate table. So we have product name and we have product price. Okay. Now, if you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 products are there. But if I go and see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products are there. So why here? Because if you go and see here, there is a headphones, 2 people are buying. Same model, same color, same price. So just because the 2 people are buying, yet the product is also duplicated. The product is also duplicated, which I don't want, which I don't want. And that is the reason I have created another table, which is only for product table. Okay. Now this is a beautiful design that we are going to follow in our projects. Rather than putting everything into one table, we are categorizing it. Okay. Now here, then how will you know who has purchased what? Here you can tell Santosh has purchased headphones, which is of this much. Karthik has purchased this much of this product or this much. Now I will have another table called transaction table. So in the transaction table, no need to repeat all the columns. I will just take customer ID. So customer ID 1, customer ID 1 as purchased headphones. The number of products he has purchased is 2 and the sales is 7,000. Like this, the same Santosh has purchased iPhone, the same Santosh has purchased watch, the same person has purchased laptop, the second person was Karthik has purchased headphones. Now why Kiran is not coming in this table? Because Kiran did not purchase anything. If he has not purchased anything, why should I include him? I will not at all include him. Now, if you see from the previous design to this design, I have eliminated the repetitive names, that is Santosh. I have eliminated the duplicate values of a product because headphones was repeated twice. And I've eliminated dumping all the data into one table into categorizing into 2 tables. And most importantly, I've eliminated the null values. Like this, I have done a lot of improvements compared to this previous example, what we were showing as a table. Now I can say this is much better. Okay. Now I'll give a minute break. Any questions?
Yeah, I have one. For the headphones also we can give a product ID, right?
We can give. We can give.
So
We will
that
be seeing that. Yeah.
even that will be concised.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
From the good design only I'm making, from the bad design I'm making it as good design. In the bad design we had a customer ID, so I
Yeah.
took. Maybe if I have a product ID, I would have taken that. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. That's
Any questions? Are we good? Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes, Santosh.
Now this is called customer table. This is called product table and this is called transaction table. Okay. Now tell me, there are 3 tables which you see here. The 3 tables which you see here. Okay. Now, the first thing which I want you to tell is, instead of Amazon, if it's a Flipkart, what changes will come? I told it's an Amazon website where you can go and buy products, Amazon customers, Amazon products, Amazon transactions. Now I'm saying it's not Amazon, it's Flipkart. Will anything change?
No,
No.
The structure will be the same, only the products and the customers will change. That's it.
Exactly. Even your Flipkart also will have customer data. Even Flipkart also we have a product data. Maybe it's a different products, different customers and different transactions, right? So if you talk about KSR, KSR also maintains your customer data. I'll call you students. KSR may call you customers because you're giving a business to them. But I personally, as a mentor, I can call you as students, my students, right? Now, But if you go and see in the background, they also will store the customer data. They also will store the product. Instead of product, it will be course. Data engineering, data science, data analytics, DevOps, Power BI, Snowflake. You may have courses. That's the difference. And Santosh taking data engineering, Santosh taking data science, maybe Santosh taking data analysis. Like that, it will be linked. That's it. That's it. Right? So the difference is structure is going to same. Maybe the column names can be different. Maybe the data can be different, but the structure is going to same, right? Now, how do you identify this table belongs to Amazon? Now, how do you identify this table belongs to Flipkart? You may have to work for multiple projects. So how will you know that this customer table belongs to Flipkart? How do you know that this customer table belongs to Amazon? So you have a confusion because both are same similar competitors, both are same websites. So how will you know that this belongs to Amazon, or how do you know belongs to this belongs to Flipkart? So you have a confusion. So what I'm going to do, this complete three tables, what you see, the one which is inside, right? These are all called tables. Now, all these tables, I will dump it into one place called
Database.
Amazon database. Amazon database. So my first step is to always go and create database. So in the database, particularly in Amazon database, we have three tables. So one can easily go and say, boss, this is Amazon tables. Now, what if the same set of tables is present in another time? Same customer table, same product table, maybe different transactions. Now, I will make this as Flipkart database. So this I can identify that this customer belongs to Flipkart table, Flipkart database. So what is a database now? Database is a collection of tables. What is a table? Table stores your information. Okay, so the first hierarchy will be database. Database is a collection of tables. You may have many tables. You may have customer table, you have product table, you have transaction table, you have different product tables. Everything can be there. So the first hierarchy is a database. Database is a collection of tables. Now, what do you have in tables? In tables is where you will have actual information. You will have the actual information. Okay. Now, with this, our first task is to go and create one database. Okay. So our first task is to go and create a database. Now what I'm going to do, how to create a database. Okay. So to create a database, you cannot go and say, please create a database for me.
Hi, Santosh. Sorry for interruption. So I think the installation part is done.
Installation.
The installation part is done.
You joined late?
Yeah, yes, I done it.
Yeah, installation is done.
Yeah, okay.
You can just go back to recording, or I'll be sharing the document where you can refer it.
Yeah,
Okay. Now, if I go and say, please create a database for me, do you think it will create?
No, it won't create.
Why
No.
it won't create?
We have to write in a good syntax. It's just we are asking in a human language.
You
It
are asking in
understands it.
English. You're asking in English, right? How it will
Yeah.
create? You will have to create in a language called
SQL, structured
SQL.
query.
SQL.
Now, this is a English language. See, if I write something like Ash, right, it becomes comments. Comments means that is only for you and me. This is understanding for only you and me. In any programming language, there will always be one way of writing a comments. Comments means today I will write the code and tomorrow I leave the KSR. Now, who is going to take care of all this? What I've written, who will understand? So every time you write some code, we always have a best practice of writing comments. So if you write a hash symbol and if you go and write something, it's called as a comments. Now, why line number 1 will not work? Why line number 1 will not work? The line number 1 will not work because I have written in English. Come on. Why should I write in English? I write it in a language that is known to the database. The one and only language that your database understands is SQL. Now I will have
SQL.
to write it in SQL. I will have to write it in SQL. Now the same first line, English line, if I want to write it in my SQL language, I will have to write it like this. Create database Amazon database. Now this is the way that I will have to write. Okay, so this is the way that I will have to write. Now, if you observe, I will comment this because it's the wrong value. Okay, now again I'm telling you this is actually for your understanding only. Okay, and why it is showing some syntax error? Because this is not at all a SQL commands, right? So SQL commands is what you will have to write it. Now I've written in English. So line number 1, it will throw you an error. Line number 3, you can create a database. Now if you want to create a database, always start with create. Keyword is database and you have to give database name. Every single person, every single object, every single one will have a name. Everyone will have a name. So I need to give one name to the database. That is, I'm giving the database called Amazon database. And the moment I create this, you select this statement, and there is a spark button that you see on the screen. Just click the spark button. It will show you a message like database created successfully, and you see that green symbol. If you have executed successfully, you see that green symbol. Okay. Now, if I go and execute the first line, English one, it will throw you a wrong answer. That means it is saying some error. You have some error in the SQL because first of all, this is not a SQL. Obviously, it will throw error. So please be informed in case if you do any mistake, it will throw error here also and it will throw error. Sometimes you may not find an error here, but you may find error directly here. That can also happen. We'll see. Now, going forward, I will not be writing any English. I'll have to write SQL. Now, this is where I can create a database. Now, how to create a database? How to create a database? This is a command to create new database. Okay, next, I'll create one more database. Create database Flipkart, or I'll say Amazon database 1. I'll keep 1. Okay, so these are the database which I'll create. Now I will go and create it. You can see the Amazon database also created. Now this database will appear here. This databases will appear here. For that, you will have to just go and click this refresh button. And you can say that the two databases which I created, Amazon database 1, Amazon database, which I have here. Now let me go and create another one, Amazon database 2. Now if I go and run it, you'll be able to see another database is created, and I can go here and I'm creating 1, 2. You may ask me why I'm creating this many databases. To show you that you can create multiple databases, and I'll create one more. Let's say I'll create 3. So I'm creating multiple databases. So totally I've created 1, 2, 3, 4 database, and those 4 database which you can see here, Amazon database 1, Amazon database 2, Amazon database 3. But this is highlighted. I'll tell you why it is that, but just focus on all the 4 databases. Now you say line number 4 has executed successfully. It did not throw any error. But if I go and write one more time, if I go and run one more time, now it will throw error. Now this time the line number 4, here it is not throwing any error, but here it is throwing an error. Why it is throwing? Because in database you cannot have database with same name. If there is already a database which exists, you cannot create another database with same name. Okay, if there is one person, there cannot be another person with the same name. That is a property of database. So already this database 3 was there. Already the database 3 was there. So it is saying cannot create database because Amazon database 3 already exists. And that is why it is throwing error. Here it is not throwing error. While execution, it is throwing error. Now if I go and create 4, 4 will execute because 4 is not there. The fourth database is not there. So 4 will execute. It has not executed. But if I'm trying to rerun it, it will throw error. So always make sure your database cannot be with same names. You can have n number of databases. See, I've been using this databases for almost now 6 years. You can see I have a Walmart database, and I have like Optum, one project we are doing. Flipkart, we have one, and we have some healthcare, and we have some Amazon. So like this, we have created many databases. So one project in KSR, we have worked with all of these projects. You can consider it as Amazon to be one project, Flipkart to be one project, Walmart as one project. So as of now, you can consider as for one project, we have one database. As of now, it's your initial day. It's your first day that you're writing the practicals. So you will see that you can go and have this as a first step. Okay. Now, this is how we create the database. Now, if you can create something, you can also destroy something. If you can create something, you can also destroy something. Okay. I don't want this database. I want to delete it. I want to completely drop it. For that, if I go and say that, please remove the database name Amazon database 1, because I created this for your understanding only. So I don't want all this. Let's keep it only 1. So if I go and do this, it will not work because line number 7, I have wrote it in English. So I need to write it in SQL. So what I'll do, if I can create it, I can also go and destroy it. How to destroy it? Drop database and database name. Now, this is the command to drop the existing database. Now you see, 4 will be there here. 4 will be there. Okay, you can see there is a 4. Now if I write this, the 4 will go. See, the 4 is gone. Okay, so you can see 4 has gone. Now let's make it 3. Just observe, here also it will disappear. 3 is also gone. Let's go with, again, if I go and do 3, it will throw error. It will say that database does not exist. If it is not at all there, how can you drop it? If you want to drop it, first it has to be there, right? So next, drop database 2. So it has dropped. Now drop database 1. It's dropped. So finally, we have only Amazon database is the only one database we have. Okay. So when you can create a database, you can also destroy a database. If you want to create a database, the command that you will have to go and give is create database. And for dropping the database, you will have to give drop database. Now, these are the 2 commands what you can have it. Okay. Now, first thing is I've already created one database. Now, usually what we do is, let's say drop database. This also I'll drop. And I'll drop few more. I'll draw few more. Okay. Now if you observe, you can see that maybe this is not dropped. Drop database. This one. I'm dropping this also. Okay. Now you see there is nothing with Amazon. Everything is deleted. Everything is done. Okay. I don't have anything with Amazon. Now, if you want to create a database, this is what you guys will do. Create database name. But try to understand some standard. In reality, we always create a database with suffix of DB. This is standard I follow in organization. I will not give any name. Database name, I will not give any name. I will always suffix with DB. So Amazon is a project. DB stands for it's a database. Now if I create it, you can see that I have created one database called DB. Most of the things you will see DB. Flipkart DB, eBay DB, Uber DB, KSR DB, right? And you'll see retail DB and you'll see Walmart DB. So DB stands for database, and why I'm giving it's a standard that I follow. Everyone can create database here, but you need to have some standard. You're all going to work in an organization. So in most of the organizations, we follow some standard. How will you name that it's a database? You will give a suffix with underscore DB, right? This is what we follow. Now, in this, we have created one database and the database already exists. The database already exists. Now, what I will do, this is done. The first step is done. Now, inside the database, you need to create tables. Inside the database, you need to create tables. Now, how to create tables? Now, before even I create the tables, in this, there are so many databases are there. In which database I will go and create it? There are so many databases. In which database I'll create? See, I know I have to create a customer table, but customer table has to be a Flipkart one or a eBay one or a Walmart one or a Amazon one. How will I know that? So you need to tell in which database I need to go and create. So for that, I'll write the comments for you so that it will always be helpful. So to drop database is this one, and this is to create the database. So you can remember this. To create the database, it's going to be create database name, and to drop the database, you will be this. Okay. Now what I will do, I will go and say use Amazon DB. If I go and say that use Amazon DB, that means I'm telling my database going forward, whatever tables I create, you will have to go and create it in this particular database only. The command that I've written in line number 5 is I'm telling I'm activating this database. I'm activating this database. I'm telling system, please use this database going forward. So let's say I want Flipkart. I can simply go and say Flipkart DB. So if I go and say Flipkart DB, you can say Flipkart DB is highlighted. So going forward, if I create any tables, I will be able to create only in that particular database. So in order to activate which database, see, you can work in only one project at a time. You can either work in Flipkart or you can either work in Amazon, right? So if you want to work in Amazon, maybe you'll have to activate that. If you want to work in a Flipkart, maybe you'll have to activate that. So in order to activate, I'm telling the line number 5, which is nothing but use that database. And all the commands what I'm writing, line number 1, line number 3, line number 5, you see always that I'm ending the SQL statement with a semicolon. Right? I'm always ending the statement with a semicolon for all the lines. Forget about this ash. This ash is a comment that for you that you will understand. But if you write in the line number 1, line number 3, line number 5, always I'm ending the statement with a semicolon. So SQL will always end with semicolon. Okay. Now I have selected one database, but I've created one which is Amazon DB. So I'm going and using Amazon DB. Now I've used Amazon DB. And how do you confirm whether this database is active? Among all the other databases, you will see the one which is highlighted, which is a bold one. That is the easiest way to figure out which database is selected. Okay, the one which is highlighted, the one which is in the dark and bold, that has been considered the one which is selected. But what if I don't know how to see? Okay, I don't know how to see, because sometimes I can't even just figure out whether it's a bold or not. In that case, I will go and say select database. If I go and say select database, it's a database is a function. Now you may ask me, for one thing you're not writing bracket, for one thing you're writing bracket. It's all about their own commands. We have nothing to do. Now if I go and say select database, you will see which database is selected. That will come here. Okay. Now this is to see which database is active. Which database is selected or active. Okay, for example, I go and use Flipkart DB. And if I go and write use Flipkart DB, now if I go and write select database, your Flipkart DB will come. Here also it is bold, and here also we can go and figure out. So line number 8 can tell you which database is active. First of all, there are two ways. You see which is bolded. That will give you the active database. Or else you write it in a code. Select database. Okay. Now I will go and see this one. And now you can see this is activated. Now inside this database, I need to see what are the tables present. Inside this database, I need to see what are the tables present. Inside this database, I need to see the tables present. In order to see the tables, there's a comment for you. To see all the tables present in selected database, the command that we will be writing is show tables. Okay, so I'll be writing show tables. Now if I go and write show tables, why I'm not getting anything?
I
Not
haven't
created
loaded
table.
or created
No
tables.
tables are created.
Just now only we have created the
Database.
just now only we have created a database where we'll have tables, right? But if you go and see any other database, right? Let's say Flipkart. I'll use a Flipkart and I'll show the tables, and you'll see some tables present. Okay, these tables I've created last batch. For last batch, I've created a Flipkart database. For you guys, I'll be creating Amazon database. So for them, I have loaded some tables. For you guys, today only I created a database where I've created a table. So I don't have a table for you yet. And that's why this command show tables is not working for you, because we are using a fresh database where you can go and see show tables. Show tables will not give you anything so far because you have not created any tables yet. Okay. Now we have created a database. We also know how to drop a database, and we know how to activate a database, and we know how to see the activated database, and we know how to see the tables present in the database. Now all these commands you cannot ask in English, you will have to ask in only in SQL. And what I'm writing, you write it once, you will be able to get it. This is like a ABCD in SQL. What you are learning is called commands. This commands is like a ABCD. What you tell, the same way the system will behave, because you're not telling in English. English means this is English words, but this is your commands, SQL commands. Okay. Now what I will do, we have created our database. We have activated the database. Now our next step is to create a table. The next step is to create a table. Now, how to create a table? Very easy, very easy. I'll go here. Just like I use the word create database, I will use the word create table. I will use the word create table. Okay. So just I've used create database, I'm using create table. Now, the table which I create will directly go and sit here because this is already activated. That is in use now. So all this will become, and it will not be used. Only this will be used. Okay. So I'll be creating table. Now, as I told, every single person has a name. Now I need to give a name also. So what I will do, I will give customer table. But just like for database, I've suffixed with DB. How will I know that whether it's a table or it's a database? Now for all the tables, I will suffix with TB. This is a standard which Santosh is following in organization. You need not follow, or some companies will have different formats of following, but I follow in this way. In my project, whatever the tables I create, I always go with like this. Database will be suffixed with DB and table will be suffixed with DB. That's what I follow. Maybe the organization which you go, they may or they may not, right? But that's a standard. Now I have given one name, create table, table name. Then I'll put one bracket. Okay. Then I will close the bracket. And as I've told you, everything I'll always end with a semicolon. So I'll end semicolon. Wantedly for a reason only, I have written in multiple lines. Okay, I will tell you why. So to create this table, what I want customer ID. I want customer name. I want customer phone number. I want customer age. I want customer location. Now, I have created a table, right? Create table, table name. I open the bracket. In that, within the bracket, I have mentioned all the columns which I need. I need customer ID, I need customer name, I need customer phone number, I need customer age, I need customer location. This is what I want. Now, all these are the columns that I want in the table. Okay. Now, listen carefully. In the customer name, I cannot have a number like this. I cannot have a number like this, right? And similarly, in the phone number, I cannot have like this. Phone number is 976. I cannot have this, right? And in the age, I cannot have it like 32, right? I cannot have this. This type of mistakes should not happen. This type of mistakes should not happen. And we always tend to do all of these things, right? Age means you should give 32. Why are you giving in words? Like similarly, name has to be a name only. Why are you giving in number, right? So all these mistakes can happen. In order to avoid the mistakes, what we need to do is we need to tell them what type of value it can come. What type of value it can come. You're telling customer ID what it can be. Should be an integer number
Teacher.
or should be a character number. You need to tell that, right? So for every column, I need to tell them what type of value you are going to enter. So customer ID, I will make it as int, integer. Customer phone number, I will make it as integer. Customer age, I will make it as integer because it should be only numbers. I'll make integer. Now, what is customer name? Customer name can be a name like this. It should be a character. Should be a character, right? It should be a character. So character means I will go and say CHAR character, and location is there, right? Location. Location also is a character. I'll go and mention character. Okay. Now, what I will do, I've given what is a type you have to enter. Customer ID should be an integer, customer name should be a character, customer phone number should be an integer, customer age should be an integer, customer location should be an character. Now people will start entering like this, okay? For example, this is my name. This is my name. This is my name. So this is my name in the sense my name can be like this, but I cannot go and say Santosh Ramasamy and then again Rahul. I cannot keep on entering my name, right? I need to have some limit. I need to have some limit. Your name cannot extend beyond certain characters. If you don't have limit, you'll write a very big name with 100 characters. Don't need that, right? So what I need, I will have to put some restriction. So what I will do, this character, I will not accept anything more than 20. So more than 20, I will not accept. Your name can be about 20 characters. Santosh means it's 8 character. Vinay means it's a 5 character. Kiran means it's a 5 character. Like this, I will accept not more than 20 characters. Similarly, location also. Location, let's say that I will not accept anything beyond 15 characters. Any city name, any state name you give, you should not be extending 15 characters. That I can limit it. Or maybe I can give 20 here also. Right? Now, I have created a table name, column type. What type of value I am going to enter? It is going to be integer, it is going to be character, it is going to be integer, it is going to be integer, it is going to be character. Now I'm going to tell. But please do understand one thing. This is just a type of value that you're going to enter. This is called data type. What type of value you're going to enter, that I'm defining, right? This is called data type. And please be informed, there is another class where we will be discussing about data type. Today, my intention is to create only table. In the coming classes, we will see what is this int, what is this character, what is this, all of this we will see in the later part. Today's intention is not to work on data types. My intention is to create a table now. So for creating a table, what I need a create table name, open the bracket. Inside the bracket, you mention all the column names what I want. I want ID, I want name, I want phone number, I want age, I want location. So I've entered all this. And what is a type? That's it. Now, from one column to another column, you will have to separate with comma, 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 comma. In the last line, comma is not required because after that, there is no additional column. So I'll enter, miss this. So this is how you can create a table. Now it is not showing any syntax error. Everything is good, all good. Now for separating between one column to another column, we are having a comma. Now what you can do this actually, I can actually write it in same line. Because all these statements what I've written, it's a one line statement. See, create database one line, drop one line, use the one line, select one line, show tables one line, and create table also I can create in one line. But if I create in one line, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. So whatever you write, it will accept. You write it in multiple lines also, it will accept. You write it in one line also, it will accept. So why I have not written like 21 is slightly, it feels like confusing. It is keep on going like this. In order to make it better, I have written in multiple lines. Now, how will the database know that it is a multi-line or it is single line? Only with the help of semicolon. Only with the help of semicolon. The moment I write the semicolon, that becomes like one command. That is one statement. So right from the line number 12 till 18, the complete list you see, right? That will be considered as one statement. Or else you can write it this also. It's your wish. I personally don't write it in one line because it creates confusion. What should I can do like this also. If I want to write a fresh table, create table, customer table, right? And after that, I'll open bracket. I'll open bracket. In the bracket, I will have to write customer ID, integer data type, customer name, character data type, next phone number, customer phone number, integer data type, customer age, integer data type, customer location, character data type. I can do this and I'll end with a semicolon. You can do this also. You can do this also, but I am telling you the simplest way to remember, because you are writing the table for the first time, right? You need to remember. So always write create table, put one bracket, close the bracket, in between you write it. As long as you write in the semicolon in the end, it will be considered as a one statement. Okay. Now, successfully I have created one table. Let me go and run it. You can select this one line and you can click the Spark button also. Or if you want to run as a multiple lines, you select all of this and you go and click the Spark button and you go and see what is the message. The message says that a table is been successfully created. Okay. Now let me go and create another table also very quickly, because you already know the syntax now. Let me go and create this one. This is very simple. Only two columns. How to create? Very simple. Create table product TB, open bracket, close bracket, semicolon. Now product name, and it should be a character, and product price, an integer. That's all. See, this table will have only two columns. Now you run this, execute it, it will run. Now if I go and see the show tables, you will see two tables that is being present. See, two tables is present. Any questions?
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
Do we need to specify that integer character every time, or
Yes, you will have to.
okay? What if it like we require alphanumeric? Like
We can do that. That's what I told you, right? We will be
oh,
covering data type in the another
next.
class.
Okay, okay, okay.
Today, our intention is to only create table. What type of data type that we need to choose, we will see in the data type class.
Okay, okay. Sorry. That.
Yeah. Are we good? Anyone? Any questions? So
The
we have,
limitation of the like these characters, so that will get the requirements from the like the BRPO, right?
I'll tell you all that. That's what I said. These data types we will see in in the another class. What number should I give? Who is going to decide this? What data type? All this I'll tell you later. Again, I'm telling you, our intention is to create a table today. For creating a table, I'm just giving some basic data types, integer and character. What should be the actual data type? Alphanumeric. What should be the length? 20, 40, 60. Who's going to give this? All this we'll see later. But creating a table, any question? Are we good?
Yeah, good.
Everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, if you can go and see here in the database, in the tables, we can see there are two tables which is created, customer table and product table. Okay. So customer table and product table, successfully I have created two tables. Now, how to go, and this one also I'll comment it to create. Please don't ask me why I've written in multiple lines. Multiple lines is for understanding purpose only. If you want, you're expert, you write it in one line. Okay. If you're an expert in writing, you write it. I've been using SQL for 11 years. Even I don't believe in writing one line. For me, clarity is important. So I've written it in multiple lines. But only one thing is, while running, you will have to run this. Select this, and then you'll have to run it. Okay. This is a Spark button here. Now I have seen the show tables, right? So you can see there are two tables created. Now, the next thing is, I want to see the content of the table. What is present in this table? I need to see. Who is the customers present in this table? So if I want to go and ask a table, boss, show me all the customers who are there in your system. If I want to go and ask, so the command that I will have to write is to see the content of the table, it will be select star from table. So this is where to see the content of the table. So if someone wants to see the content of the table, you will have to write select star from table name. So what is a star? Star means everything. As of now, you just think star means everything. Show me everything what is present in the table. Show me everything what is present in the table. Now, if I go and run this, you can see that this is a content of the table. but ideally there is no content. You can see only the column names that is present, because in this class, we have created a database, we have created a table. We haven't loaded the data yet. The table is created, but still we haven't inserted any records. Records we have still not inserted. We created a database, we created a table, we created a table, we created a table, but still we haven't inserted this customers. So that is why you can see that the table does not have any data yet. Okay, I want to see a product table. Select star from product table. And if I go and run this, you'll be able to see product name, product price. So this two tables is created, but it does not have any data because we haven't loaded any data. So tomorrow you have been put into any of the project. If you want to go and see what is the content that is present in the table, you can always go and see with the help of select star from table. In today's class, why we don't have data? Because we have not loaded it. I'll show you another example where I already have the data. I'll use some other data. I'll use some other database. This is a database that we work for our KSR project. Okay. Now, okay, let me show you one more table. Mm, 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 mm. I should not show this, but still okay. Your guys are all my students, so I don't mind in showing this. This is a database which I've selected. In this, if you see, select star from. This is a table. Just like your customer table, we are maintaining one table called students data, students details. And if I go and show you this, students details, students details. See, this is the data that is present in students details. Select star from table name, you'll see all the content. Now, this is all our KSR students data. What is their ID? What is their name? What is the phone number? I don't know if anyone in the KSR team is there. I don't know if they will still allow me, but I'm showing you. Student phone number, student email address, student location. What is their experience? Did they come to us through referral? Some of you guys are through referrals. So if 1 means it's a referral, 0 means it's not referral, and referred by. Did anyone refer? We are not maintaining that. How did you reach out to us? Did you watch our YouTube channel and then came? Did you watch our post on Instagram and came? Did you watch our Twitter, or did you get the message to WhatsApp? This is called source lead. When did you join the company? Or when did you join our training? So obviously it's a old data. That's why I'm showing you. And now, because in the recent times, we are not storing in the on-prem. This is all on-prem. I've told you. Now we are all in cloud. But before learning the cloud, you need to understand what is your on-prem problem. In 2021, 2022, we used to maintain all the students' information in my database, which you're seeing on the screen. Is all student join. What is a student email ID? Which batch they belong to? For every batch, we have one batch code. Did they get offer or not? 1 means they got offer. 0 means they did not get offer. And people who got offer, how many offers they got? 1 means they got offered. 0 means they did not get offered. So for this particular column, you'll always see 0 and 1 only. People who got offer will be 1. People who did not get offer will be 0. People who got offer 1, how many offers they got? Because people who get offer will not stop with one offer. They'll always go with multiple offers. They'll be keep on trying. So one offer, that is one person who got offer. How many offers he got? He got 4 offers. And the maximum package he got is 8.7 lakhs. And this person has got maximum of 21 lakhs. Now this person has got offered, he got 3 offers, maximum offer is 6 lakhs per annum. And this person has got one offer, he got offered, he has got 2 offers, and in that the highest package is 7 lakhs. See, this is how we were maintaining the KSR data until 2022. And I'm showing you all this. Now, how I am able to read all this data, how I am able to see this data, it's just with one simple command, select star from table. Today, why I don't have any data? Because our objective was to use only and create a table. So table we created, but if I go and write this, I will be able to see the content. For existing tables, content was there, but for today, we have created only the structure. And in the next class, we are going to insert the records. So today what we learned, we understood the bad design, good design. Before that, we have also seen the installation. Post the installation, we have seen how we have opened the developer and how we wrote. We learned about bad design, good design. Then we went and created a database, how to activate a database, how to select it, how to see the selected database, how to see the tables, how to create a table, and how to see the content of the table. All of this we have covered in today's session. Is that clear? Are we good? Any questions?
Yes. No.
Any questions?
Santosh, I need small clarity. Actually, when we are working for a client, so initially we'll be creating a database, right? For the entire client, only one single database will be created. That to starting of the project. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Assuming that we are starting everything from scratch, if I put you into any project, the first thing we will do is create a database. But ideally, you will not do it in the real time because all of this are a foundation. There will be some other who will do it. You're all data engineers. So in the duration of the course, I will tell you what you will do, what you will not do. I'll tell, because no one will go into a fresh project. No
Yeah.
one will, everything will start from database. We are learning here. That's why we are learning everything from scratch. That doesn't mean that tomorrow you go to a project, first command you go and write will be create database. No, you'll be put into a project which is already running. So don't go and create a database there. It's all for your understanding only. But to answer a question, to start a project, everyone will start with a database.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Santosh, I'm really sorry. Just quickly, which version of SQL is this?
Uh, I don't know what I've installed, but you can go and get the latest version. You go and search here. Okay. You go and search MySQL download. Okay. You will get a version number here. 8.0.34. I think 4.3 is the current version, I think. The current version. This I've installed in 2023.
Yes, now
So
it's 43.
43, right? Huh. So it's minus 34. You install 40. Any version you install, it's not a big deal. You go with the latest version. I have installed a couple of years back. So you can install the latest version.
Okay. Thank you.
Santosh, is there any option if you forget the password, can we reset it?
I think there is a way to do it. We'll have to go through some commands. The easiest way is uninstall it and install it. That's the easiest one.
Okay, I will do that.
That's the easiest one.
Santosh, where you are posting this copy, soft copy?
Which copy?
Installation.
Which one?
This installation document.
Installation document, we will share it in the groups where you are present. And we already have that in our GitHub also. We'll be sharing the GitHub link. There also you can find.
Okay.
Any more questions? Okay, SQL is easy.
Yeah, we have to do a lot of practice in it.
Yeah, as I said, it's like you're swimming. Unless you get into water, you will not learn it. So practice on a daily basis. What I do today, same day you do it, yeah. Simple. I'm giving the roadmap for your success. What I do, you do there at home. Simple. Okay. So with that, we have completed our 4th session. Tomorrow will be the last free session. From Monday onwards, it's going to be a paid session. So total of 100 sessions will be your data engineering. So till that, we have completed 4 classes, 96 days remaining to become a data engineer. And that 95 classes will be a paid class. The first 5 will be free. So tomorrow will be the last free. Go and explore all the other institutes, all the other trainings, YouTube channel. You explore a lot of things. You compare the syllabus. You do everything. Finally, if you understand, only then you join. This is my only request to your batch because it's a tough subject. Not everyone will understand everything. Maybe you may understand my way of teaching, you may understand someone else of teaching. So please join where you understand, but learn it. That's my request. Learn this, but learn wherever you want. We'll stop here. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Santosh.
Thank you all.
Thank you.